other people do that are preparing for assessment is they go to the library and go to the psychology section or business section, and then look at things that have to do, books that have to do with things like interviewing, how to put together presentations. This is an excellent book, 60 Seconds and You're Hired. This one's also good, Interview Like a Boss. Winning Tactics, Fortune 500 companies. And the reason these are good is that they show you how to prepare a presentation and then how people evaluate you. So I've actually helped people with this book right here, Fortune 500 Recruiters. And one of my students, when she got the job, the person that hired her said she interviewed like a Fortune 500 company. So these are really good books to consider reading. And you don't really even have to buy them. You can see some at the library, or you can go to the bookstore and just hang out in that section and look at books that might have some information for you. So I wanted to conclude just by some general comments. You can see now that the assessment center is a valid and reliable approach to finding candidates that can handle the job of sergeant. Okay, so we look at things like an assessment center as a best practice. Since 1957, the private sector and then law enforcement has used the assessment center to help identify chiefs in every rank between sergeant and assistant chief. So this is a best practice now. So behaviors exhibited by candidates in the various scenarios, observed by qualified assessors, and then rated independently, and then ultimately the assessors make a consensus score on your rating. Okay, so that pretty much concludes the presentation. Are there any questions? Does it sound like it's a lot to consider?
It's like you've lost portions of material.
Pardon?
Way different from what we've always done here in the past.
Well, the other thing is it's objective. You're not going to be judged by someone that says, "Oh, they did this," or "They, you know for that." This is more objective. It's valid and it's reliable. So the good thing is nobody's going to serve an assessor that knows you.
Is this going to be the assessment center process multi-day or just within one day?
It's going to be 2 days.
2 days, okay.
We have a Tuesday and a Wednesday. The assessors will be here a day early to receive the training. They'll know what the exercises are, and they will have inter-rater reliability, which means they have to rate the exercises, the behaviors, and they have to be consistent.